Bonjour à tous, comment ça va? Je m'appelle Fatmata. Je suis très heureuse de vous voir aujourd'hui. J'apprends le français parce que je vais parler couramment un jour. Bienvenue dans ma nouvelle aventure. Hey everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today, I'll be sharing my French learning experience with you guys. I've wanted to do this video for a very long time. So this morning, I just decided to be like, okay, let me take out my camera and do it anyways. So guys, today I'll be sharing my learning experience with you guys. I started learning French since I was in elementary school, my first year in elementary school, and I stopped at grade 4. So guys, this video I'll be explaining everything about my learning experience in French going to school. So I went to the Cardiff Preparatory School in Sierra Leone, and we actually did French in class. Yeah, French was among of the subjects we did. Back then, I was only focused on passing my exams and nothing more. I was just memorizing words, sounds, verbs, and I wish I had appreciated it back then, because learning French, learning 2 languages, is actually a very good thing, you know. So guys, I'll be explaining my journey, my French journey so far. We had a French teacher. I can still recall the way we used to call her in school. We were calling her Teacher Pepe. That was her name. She was huge, like huge, with no ear on her head. She was like bald with no ear actually on her head. So because of that, and she was huge, tall, and dark in complexion as well. So we used to fear, even by looking at her, we used to fear that lady. I remember the first day she was in school, because she came from Cote d'Ivoire. So when she arrived, she looked scary, because back then we were like little kids. Back then we were like little kids. She looks really scary. So when she entered the class, we all like, these people, they don't like God. They brought a giant for us. So she introduced herself. I can't actually remember her real name, but we all calling her Teacher Pepe. And Pepe in my native language actually means pepper, that she was hot, dangerous, does not play around. And I mean it, guys, she does not play around. So when she arrived in class, she introduced herself. Yeah, she introduced herself. And then she was like, I'm not here to joke. I'm here to teach you guys French. But back then, we were little kids, we were stubborn. Really, really stubborn. And she hates stubborn kids. So she arrived in class, introduced herself, and then They gave her a timetable, which days she's supposed to take us class. And I think she was taking us class 3 times in a week: Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays. Those days were not our best days. So teacher Pepe was like a strict lady. She does not play around. She's very focused, and her aim was to actually teach us and let us understand it, but actually the hard way. She taught us the hard way. When it's time for a class, hey, all of a sudden we are all sick. Will be the our class will be the quietest class in the entire school. Even if a pin dropped on the floor, you hear the sound. That's how well behaved we were. We were well behaved. So I remember when the first class we had with her, she was like, okay, I want each of you to stand up and introduce yourself. So we all did. And then she wrote on the blackboard, today I'll be teaching you guys A, B, C, D. And in my head I was like, we are not from kindergarten anymore to be teaching us A, B, C, D. But I didn't know at that time that the sounds or the pronunciations of each letter is going to be different. It's not actually in English, but in French. So yeah, she wrote them like from A to Z. She wrote them boldly, wide, big on the blackboard. Then she read them from A to Z also for us. That was like our first time hearing those letter sounds. So we are like a little confused, but at the same time, we don't actually care. We don't care. So she did that. She tried to teach us how to pronounce them, but it wasn't working. Like doing it like A, B, C, D, A, B, C, D. It wasn't working for us back then. So the class ended. I don't think she achieved her aim that day to teach us ABC, because we did not learn anything. So we went home, and then I told my mother that, Mommy, we have a new friend teacher today. And she was like, okay, that's nice. So what did you learn? Then I told her that she taught us ABCD, but I could not remember anything. So she was like, okay, that's the stats actually. So yeah, I think it was Monday, and our next class was scheduled to be on Wednesday. So Tuesday we didn't have any French lessons. So on Thursday she came again, and then she taught us a greetings. If I can recall how we were doing it back then, when she entered, she appointed a class rep for a class, like only for a class. When she's having a lesson with us, she appointed a class rep for a class. So the class rep will say, levez-vous class. Then all of us will stand up and say, bonjour madame. So yeah, that was our greetings routine. Then she would say her own stuff, and then she would say sit down. So that was one lesson learned. Yeah, to greet her when she's entering the class. Yeah, so she then started explaining that our previous lessons she tried for us to know the ABCD in French, but actually we refused to learn. So she decided to do it in a song because I think she realized that kids learn faster in songs than normal way of learning. So she said, okay, today I'm going to teach you guys a song. And we're like, okay, let's hear it. Then she wrote again on the blackboard from A to Z. Then she started like doing it a bit by bit, teaching us the songs like alphabet. And then she started teaching us bit by bit. And the songs goes like B C D E F G H I J K L M N O P Q R S T V W X Y Z. So like the song goes like that. The song goes like that. So yeah, I think she achieved that aim that day. So all of us could sing it, but could not say it one by one. Like reading it normally, we could not do that day. But we were able to sing the song, which is a good thing. It's an improvement that we made. So she was a little bit happy, but not like completely happy. And then, you know, kids, after she showed us her soft side, we started like giving her problems, causing problems, like playing around doing this. Then she got angry again. She shouted. Then we all quiet again, sat down. Then our class ended. Yeah. We went home. Told my mom again what I learned because she's always asking me. So our next class again was on Friday. That day. That day she entered. We did our greeting routine again. Then she said that today you guys will know ABC in French. And which we did on that day. That day wasn't easy, it wasn't funny, it was like one of our worst days. So she had a cane, a very long cane that she had with her. She was using it to point on the blackboard like A, B, C, D, A, B, C, D. So she did that a couple of times, doing it over and over again. As she was saying it, we are repeating it. She was saying it, we were also saying it at the same time. No, after she said it, the word was said it also. Like when she said ah, we will be like ah. When she said B, we'll be like B. When she said C, we'll be like C. So she did it for a couple of times. Yeah, I think for about 30 minutes we are on it. Then she decided to start to call each one of us to the blackboard to beat it by herself. And if you made a mistake, she has a ruler. She wasn't using the cane on grade 1, but as the years went by, she was using the cane on us. That's what I'm saying. French wasn't easy learning it back then. But I wish I had appreciated it more back then, because learning a second language is actually a vulnerable opportunity. So when it was my turn, I went to the blackboard. I was like little and really looked innocent back then. So I was reading it. I was reading it. Then I think I forgot one part, and I was like, Madam, what is this one called? Then she looked at me, and she told me. Then I think I struggled a bit, but I finished it. Then I went to my seat. So that day, all of us knew how to pronounce A to Z in French. So one lesson of her accomplished, because she was able to let us know how to pronounce them in French. So the next lesson was how to write them without looking on the blackboard. That was the next lesson, which we also learned how to do. Then I think she started like teaching us basic objects in the classrooms. Then she taught us also the days of the week. But the thing is that why we never liked her actually, she loves hot mental, we'll call it that way, because she would just enter the classroom and she'll be like, you, what is this called in French? You can write this on the blackboard in French. You do this, you do this, you do this. So like, and we don't like that too. We don't like that at all when we are kids. Don't like that. And she used to she used to give us lots and lots and lots and lots of assignments to do at home. I mean, I wasn't happy because when I'm home, I want, like, back then when you were kids, you really want to watch your movies, play with your Barbie doll, play with your toys. So like assignment those days, we do not like it. I did not like it. But for me to have peace of mind, so when I got home, I would usually just do my assignments with help with my mom or my sisters. I will do my assignments. They will help me and I will do them. Then I'll be like, can I go watch my movie now? My mom will ask, have you done your assignment? And I'll be like, yes mom, I've done it. Blah, 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 da da da. So yeah. Teacher Pepe, she used to flog us. She used to. I remember when it's my turn to be flogged, hey, I will run. She will follow me. Can you imagine? And I used to love that too, because we'll be running around the classroom. We'll be running around the classroom for her to flog me. I would say she will not flog me, or sometimes she will flog me, but most of the time I will escape the beating because I will cry. Even before she started, I will cry. Okay. Then she will feel sorry for me. Then she will say, sit down. Or we will round the class. Until one teacher comes in, the teacher will be like, Teacher Pepe, please just leave her. Please, I'm begging, just leave her alone. It's like I have this way of manipulating her for not flogging me, but sometimes she will get like really angry. She will flog me, and I will cry for the entire period of the class. I will cry. So yeah, That's my story. My aim back then was trying to pass my class, and I've never failed a class or exams actually. When it's time for like French exam or test, I'll look serious, like someone who is very, very serious. I'll study, I'll memorize the words, yes, because she also do speaking test. I'll memorize the words. I'll memorize the letters, how to spell things. Then I'll write them down. One of my best lessons she taught us was the months of the year. Like I said, guys, kids learn faster in songs than normal learning. So she also struggled for us to learn the months of the year. Then she decided to do it on a song, which we all enjoy, which is one of my favorites. So I'm going to sing the song for you guys. Okay? The song goes like this. Les 12 mois de l'an des sons, 12 mois de l'an des sons. Janvier, février, mars, avril, mai, juin, juillet et octobre, octobre et novembre, novembre et décembre. Les 12 mois de l'an des sons, les 12 mois de l'an des sons. Janvier, février, mars, avril, mai, juin, juillet et octobre, octobre, novembre, novembre et décembre. 12 mois, 12 mois de l'an. I think the song was like that. I can't really remember fully, but I think it was like that. It's one of my favorite. I used to love it. I used to dance to it while singing. It's like, so yeah, that one was fun. Yeah, I won't lie, that one was really, really fun for us. We even beaten the table like boom, 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 boom. So yeah, then she taught us the days of the. These are the things that I remembered actually. I can't remember. I can't recall everything, but these are the things that I actually remember. Then the days of the week, I can still remember that one. Lundi, mardi, mercredi, jeudi, vendredi, samedi, et dimanche. So that one, I can recall some of it. So yes, guys, grade 1, we went to grade 2, we went to grade 3, then grade 4. I think grade 4 we had no issues with that then. We were used to our strictness. We also coping with that now. We didn't see it as a big problem anymore. So yeah. What else? Grade 4. I didn't think she flogged us in grade 4. Especially me, I can't remember. Yeah, I don't think she did. She was like a little softer with us. I think she has spent more time with us, so she has gotten attached with us, so she stopped flogging us. But she would just be shouting, yeah, shouting there. But I was okay, let her shout. At least she's not flogging us, so let her shout. And by the end of grade 4, she left. Yeah, she resigned. I don't know why she resigned, but she resigned and then she left. So when she left, they tried to find us another teacher, but then I don't remember if they did find another teacher, because we went to grade 5 and we stopped doing French in grade 5 because we are more focused now on taking our NPSC national exam. So we are more focused now on it and going through past questions. And French is not included in the national examination, so we have to let go of French and start focusing on other subjects that we are doing for the NPSC exams. So that's where my French lessons ended. So we prepared for the NPSC exam, we sat to it, and all of us passed with flying colors. We went to junior high school. I went to the bilingual high school. Bilingual means two languages. So the school, it's either you speak English or French. But when I got there, I didn't choose French because back then it wasn't interesting for me, so I didn't choose it. Instead, I chose literature in English. Yeah, because we had English and we have the selective, which is either French or literature in English. So I think literature in English back then for me it was more important than learning French. And you know, my school days of French, you're not the happiest days of my life, so I decided to choose literature in English. So I forgot French actually, and now I'm kind of regretting it. I wish I had chosen it in my junior high school, but some of my friends, they chose it, they sat to it on Becker exams, and yeah, for me I didn't, so I didn't choose it. So I forgot almost everything, because like French learning is a skill. If you don't use it, you lose it. So I forgot almost everything about French. Then I went to senior high school. I didn't choose it also. Then I went to college. I didn't do any French, wasn't practicing it and all. And finally I graduated from college. And let me tell you, surprising thing about it. I met a French guy in my workplace. I met a French guy there, and that actually like gave me a little bit of motivation, you know. It's not like I'm learning it for him. Nah, just kidding. So that gave me a little bit of motivation to like, when he's speaking it, I was like so blank in it. And I used to think that when he's talking like to his friends or his family, and I'll be thinking that I used to know some of those words, you know, but now nah, I can't recall any. It's like I'm a stranger in French. I can't remember anything. Then I decided again to start my learning journey in French. The reason why I'm learning French again, I'm an adult now, and my perspective has completely changed. I don't see French as another school subject to pass. I see it as an opportunity. I also love the idea of proving to myself that I can stay committed long enough to something and become good at it. This isn't about being perfect, it's about being consistent. One thing I'm learning to my French learning routine is a French conjugation app. If you're wondering what conjugation means, it's simply learning how verb change depending on who is speaking and when the action happens. For example, In English, we say I am, you are, he is, she is, they are. Well, it works the same way with French. The verb changes depending on the subject. So learning conjugation is an important part of becoming fluent. I realized that memorizing vocabulary isn't enough. If I don't know how to use verbs correctly in a sentence, I won't be able to speak confidently. That's why I've decided to include a French conjugation app in my learning study routine. Another app I'm going to be using is Duolingo. I'm sure many of you have already heard about it. And if you're learning a new language, you've probably seen the green famous owl. I've decided to use Duolingo because it's beginner friendly and it makes learning feels less overwhelming. Instead of sitting down for hours studying, I can use the app to do short lesson, even if I only have like 5, 10 or 15 minutes minimum. That's actually making a difference, improving on yourself. What I like about Duolingo is that it teaches vocabulary, pronunciation, speaking, filling blank spaces, and a little bit of grammar all in one place. It also reminds you to come back to do a short lesson every day. And I definitely need that because staying consistent is the biggest goal. I don't expect Duolingo to make me to become friends on its own. Duolingo is just a starting point, and I know I will need to be speaking, learning, listening to native speakers, and speaking French in real life situations. Now that I've showed you the two main tools I'll be using, I'll be telling you guys also my study timetable. I will lie, I'm not going to create an intense timetable because I'll burn out in a week. So I've decided to spend a minimum of 20 to 25 minutes a day. Sometimes I'll have more time to study, sometimes I'll have less time. So I will start with Duolingo. I will do a short lesson on Duolingo to improve my vocabulary. Then I will use my French conjugation app to learn some verbs because I want to feel confident speaking French and knowing that I'm using my verbs correctly. Then I'm also going to be having a notebook that I'll be penning down everything, every word and expression I learn. And it will be fun, going after months, going back to my notebook, seeing how far I've gone, the words I've learned, the phrases, the verbs that I've learned so far, using them. Writing things down actually helps me remember things better. Thank you so much for spending time with me and listening to my story. Merci beaucoup d'avoir regardé. À bientôt. Au revoir.